Thanks for watching Film Buff, really, honestly, it's fucking great.
Oh hey, how's it going guys? My name is Film Buff. Alright man, episode number 3. Just checked out the first 2 episodes and going into episode 3 now. Yeah man, just let's keep it going. So quick recap, episode 2, 4 years later, holy crap. It wasn't as jarring as I thought it was going to be. They gave me more than enough information to let me know what happened in those 4 years. He's got 2 sons, third one's on the way. Siggy is, trying to scheme again. She's trying to get into King Horik's ear. Rollo was a mess, and he kind of goes to Ragnar to talk to him for a second chance or a third, or how many chances he's had now. Athelstan has completely transformed, extreme transformation from the first season, from episode 2. And by the end, they set sail again. It didn't go according to plan, and they ended up in a new place, uncharted for them at least. And the king of this place is called King Achbet. So, new character alert, I'm hoping I get to see him this episode. Well, they showed a little glimpse of him, but you know what I mean. Yeah, man, let's just keep it going. But once again, thank you for joining me. Alright, let's get to it. Lagatha!
Lagatha!
Oh, don't tell me she has a husband as well.
Why must I follow you up the fields? You're my wife.
Oh.
You should be at my side, especially when we have important guests.
You don't love my son. You don't love anyone, Sigvard. You don't know how to.
Forgive me, Lagatha. I'm an intemperate man.
You keep talking to me like I know what a saint is.
A saint is a man who has lived a particularly holy life, performed some miracle, or been martyred, killed, for their beliefs.
But I am dead. What use can I be?
Christians believe that the bones can still exert benediction, can perform miracles.
Loki doesn't like this. Oh shit, Floki's gonna come in here.
No! Stop!
Oh, wow. He's like, damn, that's delicious.
Garsama! Dragon! Here! Shelter!
Loki wants to see how he's gonna react.
Treachery. Contigo sanguine. Redemisti.
He's just gonna put him out of his misery. It's better this way. Is that Bjorn?
Mother, why would you allow him to do that to you?
What are you talking about?
Your husband, Earl Sigvard, I saw him.
Obviously he's been recasted as an older guy,
He's
but...
What? Has he hit you before? Will you let him hit you again?
It will never happen again.
If it does, I'll kill him.
Is that it won't?
Damn, Bjorn, man. Baby number 3.
Another son?
Yes.
What is his name?
Sigurd, after my father.
Whoa.
I have something for you, Athelstan.
New Bible.
Don't you want it? Are these not the images of your god?
I told you before, and I will tell you again. My god is Odin, the All-Father.
I know you told me. Only, I don't believe you.
And this? Ragnar gave me this.
Wearing a dog turd doesn't make you a dog. This land is rich. But here is a real treasure. Earth. Have you not seen? Everywhere we go, there are crops. There is food growing. I'm a farmer. I'm the son of a farmer. And this is what I understand. Compared to our poor countries where it is hard to farm, hard to live. Here, it is easy. If we lived here, we could feed everybody. There would be no hunger.
I like your thinking, but here is my question. Would the Saxons simply invite us to live among them?
Could not bear it, not a second time. Let me taste the wine.
He's joking.
That's good enough. But at the same time, consider what is happening to Earl Ragnar's lands. He has abandoned them to the care of his wife and his drunken brother. In order to punish those who have insulted me and my family,
He's gonna take it, eh?
I declare today that I will seek vengeance against Ragnar Lothbrok. By all our gods, I swear that we will seize all his lands, and that I will repay his brother's treachery with the axe.
So we don't have to kill any more of you. I will relay your message to the king.
Peter!
That guy's a dead man.
You can let me go live in a cabin in the mountains.
By yourself? And the mountains?
Yes. I'd like to test myself. Get away from all these servants, all these people doing everything for us. I want to know what is essential to life. What is really important.
Alright, Rollo, this is your chance, man. You can be the hero. Oh, damn. Come on, Rollo. Music's really good, man. Really good music. Oh.
You can't win, Rollo! There is no disgrace in the eyes of the gods to save yourself for another day, Rollo.
Oh man. All right, man. So see, this episode took us back to like, it's been like a long time. You know, a lot of episodes since they showed us this side of the Vikings. You know, the pillaging and the rampage. You know, just the brutal nature. You know, because you know, you get to like them, and then you get to know about them. But then there's this side to them that's really brutal, man. They don't leave anyone. Though Ragnar does, he doesn't harm young kids. So yeah, basically, they come upon a church, and Uthelston believes this is this might be an important church, and it has a potential for great treasure, as King Horik asked him, and Uthelston replies, with a smile. He's like, yes, there's gonna be lots of treasure here. And you could tell that Uthelston is not having the best of times. He's obviously, I felt that he's having flashbacks, or not flashbacks, like memories. His memory was kind of coming back to him. He started seeing familiar things he used to do on a daily basis, what seems to be a lifetime ago. But yeah, he was, you could see in his face, great acting. He even accidentally killed another monk. I don't feel like he would have killed him if he had seen him coming. He kind of surprised him, so instinct kicked in, and Uthelston took a little swipe at him and got him. So, and you could see in his face that he regretted that. He didn't want to kill this guy. Another thing that happened here is that Floki seems to be jealous, or I don't know if he's jealous, or if he is because the first shot was of Uthelston and Ragnar talking, and then the focus goes onto Floki in the background. And he's got this look of concern on his face. He's like, what's going on here, man? Is he concerned that Uthelston and Ragnar are getting too close? Does he not trust Uthelston? Or is he just jealous that, Uthelston is like Ragnar's go-to man almost for questions? And basically after this, Floki starts to test. Maybe he's trying to test Uthelston and really trying to put him in situations that that might get a reaction out of him. They get the priest, who Uthelston tries his best to save. He tells him to go hide. If you don't hide, they're gonna kill you. And that's exactly what happened. Floki found him, he took him, and they tortured him. And Uthelston couldn't take it anymore. But instead of like rebelling or showing that he is against this, instead he decides to put the priest out of his misery. Save him from this torture, but also show them that, okay, look what I can do. I can still kill these people, so I'm not one of them anymore. And even then Floki was kind of like, okay, he's still thinking. So yeah, man, Floki is casting a suspicious eye towards Uthelston, and even later on in the episode, he brings him a Bible. He's testing him again, clearly, and then Uthelston stays strong. He's like, nope, my god is Odin. Uthelston kind of gets a little frustrated. He's like, look at this, I've even got the band. And Floki's like, that doesn't mean shit. As Ragnar is always thinking in the big picture, right? So he's looking around, he's looking at things, trying to pick up information. He noticed the bread. He noticed how it looked like he, after he took a bite of that, I'm not sure exactly what it was, but like he took a bite of it and he was like impressed. He's like, whoa. He looks around, he's like, whoa, what is this? And he checks out the bread, and he seems to be impressed. So he's picked up on something here, and that kind of plays right into his conversation with King Horik. And he tells him, man, even more so than like the treasure and the gold and stuff that can be found here, I think the soil. You know, the soil is the real prize here. And you know, he mentioned that he's a son of a farmer. He's a farmer. He knows, so he knows what he's talking about, right? He's picked up on the fact that, you know, the soil in England is rich, perfect for farming, you know, to grow stuff, you know, and he's seen proof of this by, you know, tasting the grain and, you know, the quality of it, you know, in comparison to what they have back at home. It's clear that it's, you know, a totally different like ball game here, and he, you know, he sees more so than just pillaging and taking, like, you know, gold and treasure and stuff. He sees this as a potential home. You know, he sees great potential to relocate all the people to England or this, you know, this area. But obviously, you know, King Horik is concerned. He's like, do you really think they're gonna let us, you know, just come on in? Let's talk about King Echbit. Cool guy, man. He's really calm, collected. King Aele didn't make much of an impression on me. He's just like a generic king, you know, fat, you know, greasy hair. But King Echbert, man, he strikes me as a smart guy. And, you know, Athelstan alludes to this in the last episode. He's like, you know, he's just like you. And I saw similarities, man. I saw what he meant. You know, just like Ragnar, he's thinking. You know, he's not just straight up acting on it. You know, he later in the bathhouse he mentions kind of wanting to see where they strike, and you know, they strike that church, and he mentioned that now he knows where they are. So, you know, he's thinking, rather be watchful. All right, man. So in this episode, we get to see Lagertha, and you know what's happened to Lagertha over these 4 years. So it turns out she's married another earl. This earl seems to be an asshole, though. You know, I didn't like him one bit, and it's been established that Bjorn doesn't like him either. This asshole even struck Lagertha, so I was like, whoa, man, you stay back, because, you know, because if Lagertha won, she could fuck him up. But, you know, she has to think of Bjorn, and she has to think of herself and, you know, her living situation. So, you know, she's done all right for herself to get in a position to marry another earl, and she seems to be taken care of, but it doesn't seem to be like a happy marriage or anything, you know. Yeah, I don't think Bjorn and Lagertha are gonna stick around for too much longer. Hopefully not. Talking about Bjorn, dude's grown up, man. Obviously it's a different actor, but like in those 4 years, he's really grown up, man. He's tall as fuck, and you know, he's looking the part, you know, big lad. So I'm excited to see Bjorn potentially become this fierce like fighter, man, because that'd be fucking cool, man. Watching Bjorn and Ragnar side by side, oh man, that'd be cool as fuck. But yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to Bjorn, because now he's at an age where, you know, he can actually be part of these raids and be part of Ragnar's like crew, as like a fellow fighter. You gotta remember, man, last episode of the series, you know, he mentioned some great things that, you know, Bjorn might do. So excited, man, excited for that. And it was strange to see Lagertha in such a reserved role. You know, she got smacked. She just took it, you know, basically because she had to. Obviously, if she wanted, she could fuck him up. But, you know, she has to be on the DL, you know, down low right now. At this point, Aslaug has given birth to a third son. And turns out she wasn't bluffing, man. This kid definitely had, like, was it born in the image of the serpent? Or that she said something like that, right? But yeah, something was going on with the eye, man. It's like the serpent eye. So it confirms that she wasn't bullshitting. She actually has this ability to see things. So that's exciting, because that gives us another source of foreshadowing, you know? Great source of foreshadowing, these seers. So you know how I mentioned in the last episode that Jarl Borg is kind of just fizzing out and he might just kind of disappear? No, I was wrong, man. He comes back real strong. He attacks, and, you know, it's a great move, man. It's the perfect move, because there's barely anyone there to fight them. So he's picked the right moment, man. So Jarl Borg had a little thing up his sleeve as well. You know, Rollo was there. He tried his best, but, you know, he just didn't have the fighting men, or he just didn't have the numbers, you know, of good enough fighting men. You know, I felt that hopefully this could be Rollo's redemption, you know, and he can get some respect out of this. And he tried his best, man. He tried his best, but that one guy told him, you know, there's no shame in, you know, living to fight another day. And basically, yeah, man, Jarl Borg took over, so that creates another problem for Ragnar. You know, Aslaug and Rollo and the kids and Siggy and some of the other, you know, townspeople are on the run now, you know, in the mountains. So once again, man, it's all happening, man. It's all happening. Each episode is so jam-packed. Alright guys, so if you enjoyed that, please smash that thumbs up. You know, drop by in the comments, let me know what you thought. I'll get to check the comments out at some point. It was fun doing these 3 episodes back to back. You know, I hope to do something like this again. But yeah, man, thank you so much for joining me. Take it easy.